Hey guys, Pastor R.O.C here with some Manna and Coffee this morning. Hold on just a second. Oh, that's so good. Anyway, you know what? Yesterday, Linda and I were out planting in the garden. We were putting in some new succulents and taking care of everything that we have planted there. And at the very end of everything that we do, of course, we water it. We make sure that every few days that they get plenty of water. We have a couple berry vines out there, so we got to give it a lot of water. There's orange trees and tangerine trees, and we got to make sure that all those get plenty of water. Otherwise, the fruit will be dry and nasty, and you wouldn't even want to eat it. But you know, while we were doing that, it kind of dawned on me. You know, I see a lot of Christians today that are walking around emaciated. You know, they're all drawn up. They're dry. They are so dry. They just go to church, or they go to a home study, or they watch, you know, all these televangelists on TBN and think, you know what, wow, I'm getting fed. Well, you know, they might be, but there's just nothing like doing it for yourself. You know, without water, you can never have clay. Without clay, you'll never have a vessel. And it's been said in church all the time, without water, there's no clay. And it's true. Without water, there's no life. There's nothing that lives. You see some greenery behind me, the trees and stuff. Without water, there's no life. Same way with your lives, family. If you don't water this soul, this body, you know, you're going to shrivel up and die. You can shrivel up and die spiritually, and if you don't drink physical water, you can shrivel up and die physically. But you know, it reminds me of when Jesus went to Jacob's well, and we find it in chapter 4 of John. It says, starting at verse 7, it says, "Then cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water. Jesus said unto her, Give me a drink. For his disciples were gone into the city to buy meat. Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, How is it that thou, being a Jew, ask drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans." There was a big generation gap. Not a generation gap, but they were like dogs. Samaritans were just not, they were the lowlifes, you know, they were looked down upon. And Jesus answered her and said unto her, If thou knowest the gift of God, and whom is saying to thee, Give me a drink, thou wouldst have asked him, and he would have given thee living water. The woman saith unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence, where there hast thou that living water? Art thou greater than our father Jacob, who dug the well, which he gave to us, and drank thereof himself, and his children, and his cattle? And Jesus answered her and said unto her, Whoever drinks of the water shall thirst again, but whoever drinketh of the water that I shall give will never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him, and well waters will spring up unto everlasting life. Water, guys. This word right here, it waters your soul. It fills you. It rejuvenates you. It helps you to get through the day, just like coffee helps Pastor R.O.C get through the day. But without a dose of the word, I'm no good either. I'll dry up. I'll shrivel up spiritually. And then what happens? The world creeps in like the weeds in a garden, and they'll overtake you. Today, family, make sure that you're well watered. Take some time in the Word today and allow God to touch and minister to you His word of life, so that you won't be all dried up, and from inside you will springs of living water that will spread out to others that you see today, and they might just see the smile on your face, or they might just need an encouraging word, but you'll be able to give it to them. It won't be a pastor, it won't be a deacon, it won't be anything like that. It'll be you. God will use you today to encourage a life. May you have a blessed Sunday. Linda and I are praying for you. The rest of the staff, we love you. We're lifting you up in prayer daily that you would just walk the walk that God has called you to walk. And don't forget, rightly divide the word of truth, always. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye.